How do I create a new quiz in Canvas? Hello, I'm Katie Taylor. I'm your I3 at North Garland High School. That's Innovation and Instruction. I also teach Avid 9 and 10 and French 1. I'm located in room 607 if you have any questions. First thing you need to do are enable new quizzes. So open up the class you want to have a new quiz in and go over to the navigation menu, the course navigation menu, and scroll down all the way to the bottom left, Settings. Then you want to go over to Feature Previews. It's right here on the right. Scroll down to where it says New Quizzes, and then you want to see where this red X, you want to click on the red X and make it a green check to enable. Then you're ready to start a new quiz. So we'll go over to the navigation menu again, the course navigation menu over on the left, and go to Quizzes. And then I only have two quizzes currently in here. I have an old quiz, classic quiz, and a new migrated quiz that I showed in a previous video. But today we're going to talk about new quizzes. So we are going to open up on the right. We want a new quiz. And then a pop-up is going to occur. I'm not sure if you're seeing my pop-up or not, but it's going to ask you to choose a quiz engine, and you want to click New Quizzes. And then if you always want new quizzes, you can click Remember My Choice for this course. If not, every time you create a quiz, it'll ask you which one you want. I would pick new quizzes because they're going away in June of 2022. So submit, choose your quiz engine for new quizzes, and then here we go. We're going to edit our quiz details first. We're going to give it a name. I'm going to call it Practice. Let's say 100 points, just to make things nice and easy. I want to make it, I can leave it as assignments. You can create a group. You can make it minor, major, whatever you need to. Display it as percentage. I want to sync it to Skyward so that it'll include. And then who do I want to assign it to? Everybody in the class, maybe just a few people, depending on what you want, and the date. And then you can either click Save if you're not ready to enter questions just yet. Or if you'd like to go ahead and enter your questions, click Build. And Build is where the options get really interesting. I was really excited by some of the features. I can use this in French for my students to listen to me speak, and then they respond and they record their answers in here. So they can do verbal responses and as well as written responses. So now we're opening up the build page. We can edit our instructions. Answer and complete French sentences. I know, I teach French, but even though I do that, sometimes students respond in English, and I don't give points for grading in English. Wonder why. Okay, so now we're moving on to, we are adding a new type of question. So we click the blue plus button to add content. And then what do you want it to do? I like the stimulus button. Give it a title, listening. And then over here, I can insert media. I can embed. You can also upload media, where you can upload video or just simply audio and import that. You can upload pictures. If you have a picture of a writing passage or a reading passage. You can also do a link if you want a link to a PDF for them to use or a picture. There are lots of options. You can also include it in an item bank as you're going along. You can include in item banks your questions. Say you want to have one stimulus and then you have multiple questions off of that. And then you click add your stimulus. I'm going to discard because I didn't put anything in there. You can do where they have to upload a file. I do file uploads with my binder checks and my planner checks for Avid, where students take pictures of their binders and their planners and their focus notes, and then that's how I grade them rather than having to grade the physical binder. It's saved my back. I don't have to haul around 82 3-inch binders. But you can play around with these different choices. True, false, multiple answer, fill in the blank, essay. It'll give it a rich content editor. You can do spell check, word count. There are a lot of different options with new quizzes. Or you can change this. If you don't like this one, remove item. You can go, instead, I want a formula for math. There are lots of options to be able to do. So once you have that in there, and once you've decided what kind of questions you want, let's do with a simple multiple choice. What color is the sky? Okay. Blue, purple, red, green. Okay. And you make sure you click which one you want to be the correct answer. You can give them a calculator if they need it you can vary points depending on their answer. Shuffle the choices. You can also set how many points it's going to be. If you would like to make answer feedback of if they got this one wrong, that this was not the most correct answer, that why they might have picked that as the most commonly missed answer. Then you hit done. Oh, STEM cannot be blank. Sorry. Done. And there you go. Okay. When you are finished inserting all your questions, if you'd like to add them to an item bank, you can do that either I showed you while you were editing the question, or you can go to item banks. You can see I've done some for chapter 7. I've done some for SAT. And you can, when you go into each question, as you're editing each question, you can assign it to an answer bank. So you go back to the question with the little arrow mark, with a crayon or pencil, and then item banking, add to bank. Practice. Done. Okay. And then when you're finished, return. You can publish it. And then under modules is where I do all of my stuff. So I would go into modules and then assign it there for the kids, for the students to look at and to be able to work with. If you have any questions, again, I'm in room 607 or K.A. Taylor at garlandisd.net. Thank you.